Okay, we got the tranny bench set up here, all the necessary tools and such. So we're getting ready to assemble the rear main shaft seal. We're gonna put that in. I'll show you how to do that. We have the seal right here. Comes in your kit. That's what the seal looks like. It's a pretty beefy deal. This is what your output shaft goes through. Basically rides right around in right in there. So let me show you how to install this. Anytime you are going to beat a seal in with a hammer, it doesn't hurt to fill the back of the seal with a little bit of grease. That'll eliminate your spring popping off the seal and having a failure. So it just hurts nothing. Just keeps that spring loaded in there. Take a little bit of grease and go around the outside of that seal so it goes in nice and smooth. And that's where it goes. You have to take the cone off for the release bearing so that the late model release spring slides on. Basically, it's a lot like installing a flywheel seal. You want to get it started, try to keep it straight so you're not driving it in sideways. And now we're going to get a hammer and a socket that I have in my hand and drive it in there. Maybe if I can get in here and get a swing on it. Did you find it?
Huh?
Find your card?
Yeah, Hans had it.
I told you I wouldn't have your PayPal card. Anyway.
Alright, I'll be back.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Just want to get all the way in flush. There we go. Good to go. Put that down there. Our main shaft here. Output shaft, or we call it. Flying in the sky. All right. There you go, right up and close and personal. Out of breath today. Little tired from the ordeal yesterday. I've been trying to get this done, and yeah, probably should have took the day off and rest, but it'll be all right. It'll be cool if I can get this all together tonight, and I just got to pop it together in the morning. Like I said, the owner's coming by tomorrow. We're going to work on getting that top straightened out. Found the top somewhere, so that's good news. Again, we're doing this snap ring here. It's gotta be patient with this thing. Putting it on can be a pain in the butt. Sure there's some old timer out there laughing at me because I know there's a trick to this probably. I just don't know it. And I could turn the snap ring pliers around also. Make it a little easier. But what fun would that be? Almost. Can't see. Just like you guys can't see, I can't see. So let's see if we can see in here. Put the iPhone in action. This is probably going to be really boring. That's why I usually don't do this on video, because it's not very exciting. At least not to most people. Okay, there's that. Little idler and our stud here. I'm gonna put our stud in here and connect the shaft up. And we'll have it ready to. Next we're going to put the pinion nut on. There we go. A little better view there. And the pinion nut will be next. We got the pinion washer. And it's got a flat spot, and the flat spot goes over by the idler gear. Again, a good thing is you can stick it down with a little grease so it doesn't move as you're tightening the nut. And flat side. The light in here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Now the nuts next. Circle nut. And I got a little lube on the threads, and also have the pinion lubed up with some high pressure grease. Alrighty. And we're going to get the socket over here. Okay, probably gonna have to get some help for this because this has to be tightened to 130 foot-pounds. It's a good start, but we'll have to get the long bar out for that. Alrighty, I don't seem to break a bar. So let me find that. Oh, here it is, right here. Right here. This is the magic formula here. If you stick around, you can get the right bar and length. And this is a little easier. I've got an old torque wrench that'll work on this, but it's a Sears pointer type. I just get this as tight as I can without breaking my hand. Because if that baby comes loose, you will be hurting for certain. All right. It was hand tight when it came in. So. Here we go. That's the pinion nuts tight. Still turns, that's a good sign. I already shifted the box, all the gears work. So that's really a good sign. Now we're gonna put a little high pressure grease on the bearings here on my diff. You guys are gonna hate this video. Somebody wanted to see me assemble some stuff the other day, and I was like, man, it's boring. So. It's a little boring, but here you go. So this is some tranny grease that I'm using. Using the tranny shop. And yeah, works pretty good. Let's hook the main shaft up before we get carried away and stick that in there. Output shaft, we're going to screw that together. That's all it does right there. And you don't torque it or anything, you just tighten it down, slide that bad boy over there. There we go, got it engaged. Now we're going to put our snap ring on here. And then we'll be ready to put the rear end in. I gotta move you guys a little bit here. Gonna need the light. Let there be light. My phone's getting greasy. Getting greasy. Andrea got a job today, so that's good news. Listen to the kids. I told Andrea the other day I made a video and I was talking about the paint business. And somebody left a comment wanting to know how I got into the paint business. I told Andrea that and she said run. So the paint business was really good for a while, and with all the regulations and stuff now, it's getting tougher and tougher to sell paint. A lot of the shops have gone corporate also, and this makes it very hard to get into a shop where you can sell any kind of volume of product. And with that being said, it can be difficult to make a living in the paint business. And when we started the paint business, I was sort of encouraged by people that I grew up with in the auto body business. I had sprayed Matrix back in the 80s when they just sold primer and clear. And when they were trying to get into the base coat market and sell mixing machines, when they first started, they approached me and asked me if I would consider buying a Matrix dealership, which I did. I forked over a considerable amount of money. I think it was around $12,000 at the time to buy into the warehouse. And of course I had to have a location. And I got a store, bought a truck, did some advertising. By all was said and done, it was about $100,000 investment. And still waiting to get my return back. It's probably never coming back, if you know what I mean. So I don't know about the paint business, if I would recommend that to somebody or not. But the other thing that happened to me was when I first bought into the paint business, I bought the area where I live, Volusia County. There was nobody selling Matrix out here. And we did pretty good. You know, we met a lot of nice people. I changed a lot of shops over. And the planets were lining up for us. And I was starting to see a little return on the cash. And when I had my neck surgery, I had a couple shops that had extended some credit with me, burned me. I decided that it'd be best just not to pay their bill, because I probably wouldn't be doing anything about it, being that I was sick in the condition I was in. I was not involved anymore, and I had to get a couple bank loans to pay that off, and that cost me quite a bit of money. So not only did that happen, but they started the EPA classes, and they said that I needed to round up all my customers and get them certified in the EPA deal. And I did so. I rented a hall, and I brought all my customers together. We had a really nice pizza night. We watched videos and everybody got certified. And at the same time, the warehouse stole all my customers. They went and cut my throat. They cut the price lower than I could buy the product for, or at least sell it and make a profit. And the guy that encouraged me to get it into selling paint, his son also sells paint, and they gave him my area. They let him come out and come into my area and sell paint. And although when I first got into the paint business, I ventured over the river and made a sales call at a shop out of my area, and they threatened to take my dealership away, and told me that we couldn't be going in other people's areas. And I had to hire a lawyer to keep my business, because they just wanted to do away with it. But we made it through that little scat, and things were pretty good for a while, and about 4 years, and then I got sick, and people took advantage of the situation, not only customers but business associates. And Here I am making YouTube videos. Matrix was nice enough to give me the permission to use their name in my videos, and I thank them for that. And it wasn't Matrix that put the nail in the coffin. It was the warehouse where I buy this stuff from that's supposed to honor. They're supposed to honor the territories, and they didn't do that. So that's why my wife was having to get a job and do other things, because other people are reaping our hard work. You know, we did all the legwork, got all the customers, and then they came in and stole them all. And I don't know if that's how it works with all companies, but that was my experience. And I'm still trying to recover from that. And check the back last year. This by feel, because I didn't change anything, so should be good. All right, next step is our side cover. You can slip these spacers on this side, but on the other side it has to go on after you flip it over. It's got two sides, one flat and one beveled. Bevel side down, flat side up. Here's our side plate. Chasing cats. That's what they do. They're dogs. Dogs chase cats. Get in the house now. Should have done something bad. Something bad. We're going to dig this O-ring out. Try not to hurt. Oh boy. Simple little operation there. I like to put a little grease on the seal, just a little bit, because I'm going to put a sealer on it too, so you don't want it to get out on the sealing surface, but you don't want it to pinch that over when you drop the cover on. Light. You get this too thick. This gasket's pretty beefy. The gearbox gasket is very thin. And if you get too much sealer on it, you'll just rip the gasket when you torque it down. So there we go. That's that. Put a little grease, red grease on that bearing. Just a smidge, because I'm about out of this stuff. This will have gear lube in it pretty quick. Usually filled up with gear lube and I'll roll it around on the floor a little bit to saturate everything. Got a new seal in there and a new flange seal installed. When you go to put these covers on, there's only two bolts that are close together, so that's your cue. That's your cue. There you go. Let's just drive it home. Driving it home. Got a clutch arm here incorporated somewhere. I'll put that on. It's for our clutchy. And some spring washers on that. Hope I'm not stepping on you guys. Getting in your shot. Some bolts over here. There's a flat and a spring washer on these. Found some spring washers. Some bolts are better than others. That's why I like new hardware, but you know. That's some really crappy hardware though, right there. Real crappy. $18 foot-pounds on these again. Already put the ring on this side. Oh yeah. So, hopefully this shifts as nice as it did in the jig in the car. All right. Alrighty, next will be the flanges. Again, we'll put a little grease on the seal surface. You have the big O-ring that goes on first before you drop that in. We already put that in on this side before we drop the side plate down. Get the right snap ring pliers. You need the narrow ones. What's up, Dart? Need to be able to see too. I need some damn lights in this garage. I'm at 215. We're gonna get some lights. It'll help if you guys can see, I'm sure. It's ridiculous. There's a snap ring here. It's just a basic snap ring. Sometimes I'll mess with you though. Oh, Lord won't get me a snap ring, pliers. You need to get out of my toolbox, cat. Bad things are gonna happen over there. Make sure this snap ring is in. Like so. It's no fun when you stop driving the car, is bad things happen. Next is our flange seal. That just pops in like so. What's up, little engineer? You bored, kitty cat? You look bored. Alright. There's the other side. I'm running out of battery, so I gotta hurry up. Hurry up here. Again, you got the big O-ring, bevel side down. Drop that on first. Your drive axle second. Stub, whatever you want to call this. This about wraps this up. I'm going to bolt the gearbox housing or nose cone on. Probably without you guys, because the camera's fixing to die, or my video card's full or something. Because got lights flashing over there that I'm not used to seeing. Damn, get those off the bench. Those aren't even for what I need. Keep jamming them in there and they don't work. And I always take the hammer, make sure that seal's in there good. This one's a little stretched out of shape here. Take a look at that. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Another flange seal here. Knock it in. One gearbox. Yeah, that backlash is nice. We got plenty. We'll be good to go. I'll bolt the selector or nose cone on, and we'll call this one done. Get this back into the car and move on. So I'm gonna clean the nose cone.